Hello student, I am Professor Devashish Bose, Head, Department of Criminology and Forensic Science, Dr. Hari Singh Gaur Vishwavidyalaya, Sagar. Today, I am going to present a lecture of BSc 5th semester on the unit Examination of Drug Part 8, which has been jointly prepared by myself and Ms. Neha Sharma, PhD scholar, a UGC JRF at Department of Criminology and Forensic Science, Dr. Hari Singh Gaur Vishwavidyalaya, Sagar. Let's start our discussion while taking a look at what we are going to learn today. Today, in Module 1, we will be seeing Introduction to Medico-Legal Aspect of Cocaine. Module 2 will deal about sample collections of cocaine. Module 3, Preliminary Examination of Cocaine. Module 4, Instrumental Examination of Cocaine. Module 5, Case Study. Module 6 will be Conclusion. Module 1, Introduction to Medico-Legal Aspect of Cocaine. My dear student, in previous lecture we discussed about the poisoning and addiction caused by cocaine. In this lecture, we will focus on the examination of cocaine. So my dear student, before moving to this, we should want to rebrush our memory about cocaine, what we have learned in our previous episode. So we will be refreshing our memory on cocaine. As we know, cocaine is an alkaloid extracted from the leaf of plant. Erythroxylon coca is a drug of abuse. Some people use cocaine in a misguided attempt to enhance performance or meet some other end goal. Since it temporarily decreases the need for sleep, some people will abuse the substance to stay alert, to study, or to accomplish a strenuous task. Since it suppresses the appetite, it is also sometimes used as a weight loss tool. Cocaine use over a long period of time can also lead to addiction, depression, isolation from family and friends, psychosis, paranoia, and severe respiratory infections. Cocaine has powerful negative effects on the heart, brain, and emotion. Many cocaine users fall prey to addiction with long-term and life-threatening consequences. Even occasional users run the risk of sudden death while using cocaine. You know, dear student, accidental death are common due to overdose or adulteration. It provokes the user for voluntary behavior. Acute intoxication may cause person to be aggressive and paranoid. This drug is also used by the prostitutes for prostitution. Accidental death have been reported with overdose. Sometimes it is smuggled across the countries by individuals by swallowing several small plastic bags or balloons or condoms filled with cocaine, and then they take a flight to other country. Once reaching the destination, they take purgative to pass these bags through stool. Sometimes small packets are even kept in rectum or vagina. Once these packets are retrieved, they are cleaned and sold at very high prices. This process is called body packer syndrome or body stuffer syndrome. Sometimes these packets rupture inside the stomach or rectum and a large dose of cocaine is released. The person may die because of such dose. Such persons are sometimes caught at airport and may be brought for medical examination. X-ray and ultrasound can be done to see bags, and purgatives or enema are given in such cases to retrieve such bags. Body packer syndrome. Persons engaged in smuggling of cocaine fill the drug in balloon or condom or polythene bags and swallow them to conceal their identity and make it contraband. This act is called as body packing. The packers may cause intestinal obstruction. Sometimes sudden death may be caused due to rupture of these bags in gastrointestinal tract. Cocaine. Cocaine is a powerful and highly addictive substance. Cocaine hydrochloride remained as a Schedule II controlled substance as it has some legal therapeutic application such as pain reliever and vasoconstrictor, useful in association with some medical procedure. In other cases, cocaine is an illegal substance. Once that is widely abused for the pleasurable stimulant effects. Cocaine can be found in a number of forms including white powder, paste or solidified as rock, the latter commonly referred to as crack cocaine. According to Directorate of Forensic Manual prepared by DFS, Ministry of Home Affairs, Government of India, sample of narcotic substance can be collected by using following procedure: sampling methods. The principal reason for a sampling procedure is to produce a correct and meaningful chemical analysis, because most methods qualitatively and quantitatively used in forensic science laboratories for the examination of drugs require a very small quantity of material, or the material available is very small. So, it is vital that this small quantity be entirely representative of the bulk from which they had been drawn. Sampling should be undertaken to conform to the principle of analytical chemistry. Single package. The simplest sampling situation is where the substance item contains a single package of material. The material should be removed from its container or wrapping and the net weight should be recorded. The toxicologist examining the sample should visually examine the material to assess its homogeneity. Presumptive testing may be made at this stage if it is thought that the sampling or homogenization process will be lengthy, or if there is still some doubt as to the identity of the material. For block, representative samples should be taken from all surface including the center region, or else the total brick is grounded to form a fine powder. For the powdered material is placed in a clean, clear crystal plastic bag and shaken thoroughly. If the powder contains aggregates, the same may be broken down by passing through successive finer sieves, or by pounding in a mortar pestle, or by using an adapted commercial food mixture or food processor. More than one package. The analyst should examine the content of all package by eye and possibly by simple color test or thin layer chromatography to determine if all package contains suspected drugs, in this case cocaine, and or if one or more package contain material different to that of the majority of packages. The simplest indicator is the physical appearance of the material. If one or more packages obviously differ in content, these should be segregated and subjected to separate analysis. With this, Module 3, Preliminary Examination of Cocaine. Color test. Color tests are the preliminary test. Positive results of color test are only presumptive indicator for the presence of cocaine. This should not be taken as confirmatory. It is necessary for a forensic expert to confirm the presence of cocaine by other alternative techniques. Now we will see for preliminary test, Scott's test. This test is completed in 3 steps. Reagents. Following solutions are used in Scott test. Solution 1. 2% cobalt thiocyanate in water and diluted it in 96% glycerine in the ratio of 1:1. Solution 2. Concentrated hydrochloric acid. Solution 3. Chloroform. Step 1. Take appropriate amount of suspected material in a test tube. Add 5 drops of solution 1 and shake well. A blue color develops at once if cocaine is present. If blue color is not appeared, add more test sample. If blue color is still not developed, then it indicates that the sample does not contain cocaine. Step 2. Add 1 drop of solution 2 and shake well. The blue color will disappear and a clear pink color solution will appear. If the blue color does not disappear, add a second drop of solution 2. Step 3. Add several drops of solution 3 and shake. The appearance of chloroform layer indicates positive test for the presence of cocaine. Ethyl benzoate test. Take appropriate amount of suspected sample and moisten it with nitric acid. Evaporate to dryness. Add a few drops of alcoholic potash. Odor of ethyl benzoate indicates positive test for the presence of cocaine. Moist the sample with nitric acid. Evaporate to dryness, add a few drops of alcoholic potash, odor of ethyl benzoate, cocaine may be present. With this, Module 4, Instrumental Examination of Cocaine. Thin layer chromatography. This technique is used as a screening test examination of cocaine. Developing solvent system. System A, chloroform, dioxane, ethyl acetate, ammonia 29% in the ratio of 25:60:10:5. System B, methanol, ammonia 29%, 100:1.5. System C, cyclohexane, toluene, diethylamine in the ratio of 75:15:10. System D, ethyl acetate, benzene ammonium hydroxide in the ratio of 60:35:5. System E, chloroform, ethyl acetate, ammonium hydroxide in the ratio of 40:10:10. Visualization. Visualization of the developed stuff can be done under UV light at 254 nm. Spray acidified potassium iodide platinate reagent. Drag and drop reagent. Preparation of solution for TLC. Appropriate sample of exhibits and standards are dissolved in methanol. Gas liquid chromatography using packed column technique. The operating conditions are detector, flame ionization detector. Flame is generated by hydrogen at 30 ml per minute, air at 450 ml per minute. Column 6 feet or 2 meter with internal diameter of 2 to 4 mm. Packing is SE30, OV1, OV17. Carrier gas, nitrogen. Flow rate 30 ml per minute. Injector temperature is set at 220 degrees centigrade with column oven temperature 220 and detector temperature at 300 degrees centigrade. The internal standard will be N-tetracosaine or tetraphenyl ethylene. Derivatizing agent N-ortho bis trimethyl salicylamide BSA or N-methyl N-trimethyl silicafluorocetamide MSTFA. Alternate method, packed column technique. Operating condition, the detector will be same, the flame ionization detector, column 6 feet glass with a 1/4 inch ID. Packing will be 3% OV1 on chromosome WHP 80 to 100 mesh. Carrier gas will be nitrogen. Flow rate will be 50 ml per minute. Injector temperature will be set at 275 degrees centigrade with oven temperature at 210 degrees centigrade and detector temperature will be maintained at 275 degrees centigrade. The capillary column technique. Operating condition. Column will be OV1 chemically bonded fused silica capillary. Film thickness 0.15 mm. Length of the column will be 25 meters by 0.32 mm ID. Carrier gas, hydrogen. Split rate, 2 ml per minute split ratio, 1:50. Detector, FID. Injector temperature will be set at 250 degrees centigrade with detector temperature at 280 degrees centigrade. The program starts at 150 degrees centigrade. Immediate increase at 9 degrees centigrade per minute to 280 degrees centigrade. With this, we come to the end of gas liquid chromatography. Now, we move on to high performance liquid chromatography. Operating conditions. Column 160 mm by 5 mm ID. Packing material ODS HPLC grade 5 micrometer mobile phase. Eluent A methanol 300 ml, water 700 ml, 1% volume by volume phosphoric acid 1000 ml and N-hexylamine 10.71 grams in 14 ml, pH 2.5. Eluent B methanol 1 liter, 1% volume by volume phosphoric acid in 1000 ml and N-hexylamine 10.71 gram in 14 ml, pH 2.8. The 1% phosphoric acid is prepared by dissolving concentrated orthophosphoric acid 17 gram in distilled water. Degas with the mobile phase. Flow rate 2 ml per minute for both eluents. Detector UV detector at 230 nm. Sample preparation. All materials are dissolved in the appropriate eluent. Standard solution. Dissolve approximately 1 mg in 10 ml eluent. Injection volume 20 ml by loop injector. Quantitation by peak area, internal or external standard method. Spectrophotometric techniques. UV visible spectrophotometry. Aqueous acid solution will be 233 nm and 275 nm. Cocaine may be studied by scanning the sample in appropriate organic solvent with the help of UV visible spectrophotometer. The spectrum and the value of lambda max of the spectrum can be compared with the standard value given in the literature or by using the standard sample of cocaine, IR or FTIR spectroscopy. Sample preparation, halide disk method, microhalide disk method, Newjoul mole method or liquid paraffin method. Major peaks in centimeter inverse for cocaine base 1275, 1700, 1106, 1728, 710, 1040 and 1280. For cocaine hydrochloride 1712, 1730, 1276, 1230 as a side peak, 732, 1106, 1075 and 1025. With this, we start with module 5, that is case study. Dear student, before discussion about the case, firstly we should have be acquainted with the term speedball, as the case is related with addiction of speedball. The term speedball is used to describe the intravenous injection of heroin and cocaine together. The goal is to get a euphoric rush of pleasure from the combination of two deadly drugs. The more recent time, the term is now applied to any combination of upper and downer drugs used together. So, you may get such combination as heroin and methamphetamine, stasis and GHB, or methadone and crack, cocaine being called a speedball. Street terms often depends upon the location, neighborhood, city or state and the type of drugs available in that area. But for the record, the true or classical meaning of the term speedball is the common of heroin and cocaine intravenous. The process is to first mix up and cook the heroin in a spoon of or a bottle cap or similar metal container. After it cool, you add the cocaine and then fill the needle or rig and inject it. The Josiah Mercy Foundation in New York City published the original study, which I have selected as one of the interesting study discuss the case of Lloyd. John Denomic, head counselor of the Hyde-Asberg Detox Clinic, edited the study. Case 1. Lloyd is a 23-year-old single male who chose to move to Dallas, Texas instead of going to college. He has been working as a plumber assistant for the last couple of years and will soon get his union membership. He is planning to live in a comfortable manner. This person makes pretty good money when jobs are around. During the lean time, this person works on cars and motorcycles on the side. This person reports an active social life with his friends and all of them do some type of drug or another. Last year, Lloyd tested positive for HIV. He is not really sure how he got it. He is always very careful about his needles. So, someone must have spiked the dope. He doesn't want to go into it, but he was really pissed off and angry. When he got the news, he tells HIV is clearly a Republican plot to wipe out the Liberal Democrats. Since he works as an independent contractor, he has no insurance and he was sure as can't get insurance today with his HIV status. Consequently, paying for his medication that his doctors has prescribed has been sporadic at best. He has prescription for AZT and proteinase inhibitors, but he has not been able to take them consistently because they were too expensive. Lloyd preferred to do speedballs when he can score these drugs. He get the drugs from street. Most bumpers on the street will have to pay twice as much for half the quantity. Lloyd said he doesn't do any other drugs but had tried occasionally. Occasionally, he will drink some scotch, but lately his stomach has been given real trouble. Sometimes it will feel like multiple stab wound in his gut. That too for hours. He told that it's really scared him. He has seen his doctor and the doctor prescribed some Demerol and an antacid. He is pretty sure it's related to his HIV. Lloyd tells quite frankly that when he gets too bad and too sick from the AIDS, he will take himself out. He told following words to the scholar, "Hey, I think of suicide from time to time. If it gets really bad, I mean the AIDS thing, and life gets too unbearable, I know I won't have to take it." Dear student, after the discussion of this case, what had happened you must have understood. As a student of forensic science, we should be aware the society about the bad effects and the bad ending of the drug addict. Voluntarily, we should help the family of addicts, NGO and rehabilitation centers. Module 6 Conclusion. Traditionally, cocaine was a rich man's drug due to the expensive involved for a cocaine habit. Cocaine is seen as a status-heavy drug of celebrities, fashion models and Wall Street traders. But later cocaine was no longer thought of the drug of choice for the wealthy, but then it had link with poverty, crime and death. In present time, cocaine has become the second most trafficked illegal drug in the world. People involved in drug addiction can take cocaine in two forms, either as powdered cocaine, commonly known as street as coke, or blow by dissolving it in water. Users can even snort or inject powdered cocaine or crack, commonly known as street as crack or rock, which is made by a chemical process that leaves it in its free base form, which can be smoked. Short-term effect of cocaine depends on the method by which it has been used. Example, smoked, snorted or injected. Cocaine can be quite rapidly acting. Cocaine use over a long time period can also lead to addiction, depression and isolation from the family. Whether used for short duration or extended stretch of time, any cocaine use is associated with side effects. Cocaine has powerful negative effect on the brain, heart, lungs and respiratory system, reproductive system, kidney and gastrointestinal tract. Taking large amount of cocaine is associated with erratic and violent behavior. For the examination of cocaine, first of all, we will have to go through preliminary examination by color test or thin layer chromatography and then followed by confirmatory examination through instrumental analysis. For instrumental analysis, gas liquid chromatography, high performance liquid chromatography, infrared are preferable techniques. After examination by these techniques, results should have to be matched with the control samples. With all these information, here we come to the end of today's interesting lecture on examination of cocaine. Do keep in mind what we have discussed today. It's time for you all to do some self-study. This is Professor Devashish Bose signing off. If you want to learn more and enhance your knowledge, you may log on to our website for MCQs, quizzes, LORs at www.cec.nic.in. Till then, goodbye.